Both of these teams absolutely suck ass.
Retract everything I just said. I don't know why that spread is that like wide. I hate you. I literally hate you. Now we gotta go to our picks and how we could do this, because I want to. What we could do, since we missed these 2 weeks, is these games count for 2 to balance out the week that we missed.
So I'm okay with the spreads counting for 2. I did want to preface, I know Derek is, and to all the viewers out there, I'm personally in a spread pool, so I wrote down who I picked last week. Not a spread pool. I'm personally in a survivor pool, so I put down my lock of the week for last week. I took the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it won. So I will not be allowed to use the Steelers moving forward either.
I respect
I just
that.
wanted to I just wanted to preface that. But the spreads, sure, I'm okay with them counting for 2 this week.
Just to balance out, so when we go down and we say, "Oh, I destroyed you," that's how it counts.
That's fine. I'm okay with this.
All right, I'm actually kind of hyped for my picks because my picks are bold. I obviously have to go my standard in every life, being bold at everything I do.
Would you like to start it off with the spreads?
Of course I do. My first team that I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team who just lost to Seattle at home, +3 against potentially a no Puka Rams. I think it's a good spread, honestly. If Puka doesn't play, that team's a completely different team.
I think it's a fine pick.
I hate you. I literally hate you.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I know.
Okay, all right. I can start off by spreads here finally. This week are tough. There's quite a few teams that I like. There's quite a few spreads that I do like as well. Going to start mine off with a dog, which is shocking just because of the team I'm about to say. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins +2.5 against the Cleveland Browns. This is a shit off in all regards, right? Both of these teams absolutely suck ass. I just think the Browns suck a little more ass. So I'm going to take the Dolphins +2.5.
It's a lot of ass sucking.
Yeah, it's a lot of ass sucking.
Solid. Can't say anything else about that. I'm going to my next one, which is a divisional game. I'm going to go Commanders after losing to the Caleb Williams, pretty solid team. -2.5 against the Cowboys. So Commanders -2.5 against the Cowboys. And guys, I'm actually using DraftKings for these picks. I'm not using any other betting. I'm looking at DraftKings.
Very nice. Very nice. I usually don't do this, but the spread's too large for my liking, and I do realize it's going to be in Denver. I am going to take the Giants +7. I'm going to take them to, at the very least, lose within a touchdown. I usually don't do that. I usually don't like taking my own team just because if it loses, not only do I feel upset that the Giants lose, I feel like an absolute ass that the Giants got ass raped. So I'm gonna go against my little one rule here. I'm gonna take the Giants +7.
I was saying you normally take a lot of teams that have high spread, and then when you said your team, retract everything I just said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my next pick, and it's gonna be a team who I'm really liking this year. And by the way, their only loss is to my team. I'm gonna choose the NFC. Right now, I think on paper, the NFC favorites, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm taking them +5.5 against the Detroit Lions on Monday Night Football.
Very nice.
I
Very
think
nice.
I think that's honestly too much. I don't know why that spread is that like wide after they just.
I think it's because a lot of their offensive players, the Bucks, are injured heading into this week. But I do agree. I think that's a little bit of a crazy spread. I think it should be a lot closer, especially since the Lions just got absolutely fucked in the ass. But still, I like that pick. I think that's fine. My third spread is very tough. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like quite literally any any of the other spreads across the NFL this week. I think they're all pretty crap. That being said, I think there's going to be a bounce back. The spread is very small, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the Eagles -1.5.
This is shocking. You taking my team, you taking your team. This is weird.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles -1.5 over the Vikings. The Vikings are still working on a quarterback situation, whether they're going to start Whether they're going to start what's his face this week, Carson Wentz, or they're going to start JJ McCarthy. It's going to come down to practice. So I think the Eagles will do a big bounce back here after getting humiliated on Thursday Night Football. Humiliated. Sorry, had to say it. All right, you can continue. What's your lock of the week, Derek?
Okay, that was demoralizing, but it's fine. All right, my lock of the week this week is going on in our Monday night game because I don't believe I've picked them yet. I was going to do the Patriots versus the Saints as my lock of the week, but I believe I picked the Patriots before. And I'm not going to do that again because I can't do that. And I'm going to take Seattle because I know for damn well I did not take Seattle.
Well, you got to be writing this shit down, Derek. This is why I write it down.
Yeah, I should. I'm writing it down starting now.
Oh my god!
I told you my brain is not the best.
You're just a person to do a podcast with. God, I despise your face.
Okay, but I'm taking Seattle as my lock of the week against Houston Texans. Texans aren't a good team in my eyes. They are not good at all. CJ Stroud's overrated. Coaching is horrible. Defense is horrible. And yeah, I take Seattle as my lock of the week.
Okay, cool. Now, I have taken notes on who I've picked, so I'm very well aware of who I cannot pick. We're getting into the nitty gritty now, right? You got to start taking chances, start taking teams that you think would be, locks. My initial was going to be the Patriots, right? They're going against Tennessee. No way the Patriots lose this game, and they won't.
That's what I meant.
But I'm not going to. I'm not going to take the Patriots. I'm going to go a little bit more bold because I think I can use the Patriots in a week later in the year. I'm going to go the Carolina Panthers as my lock of the week against the Jets. Yes, it scares me to take this. Yes, I think there's a very realistic chance at home the Jets steal their first win of the year. The Panthers are not a good away team. They're really bad. However, the Panthers are playing better ball as of late. The Jets are playing worse ball than they've maybe ever played. So I'm going to go with it. I'm going to use the Panthers here because I don't see another area or another week where I would use the Panthers. So I'm going to take the Panthers reluctantly, and we'll see how it goes.
That's a very scary one, dude. Very, very scary.
It is scary. I'm not feeling great about it, if I'm being honest.
But there's one good thing that's on your upside is Garrett Wilson is not playing this week. So,
I know.
So he doesn't have receivers to throw to. Besides him, he's going to be running a lot. But, Dean, great lock. And good job for being smarter than me, once again, and writing them down. I'm going to go back and look at the teams I've picked, lock of the week. And to be fair, I'm saying this now, if I fuck up from here on out, it'll be minus a win for me.
No, it'll be minus 2 wins.
All right, that's fair. 2 wins. That's fine. That's fine.
For every fuck.
Yeah. Every fuck up minus 2. That's fair? Fair. Now, that does conclude our betting segment. Even though Dean did say prior, he's not a betting man. There's a whole segment where we talk about the spreads, which is in betting. Anyway.
Nobody said I was good.
Anyway.